Number 1. The 1989 Ford Crown Victoria LX, listed at $6,000 and located in Brandon, Florida. This Crown Vic shows just 53,000 miles, which is exceptionally low for a full-size sedan of this era. Under the hood is Ford's legendary 5.0-liter V8, paired with an automatic transmission, delivering the smooth, relaxed driving experience these cars are famous for. The seller sums it up perfectly. It's like driving a couch on wheels. The car is described as fully optioned and was previously owned by an older lady, which helps explain its overall condition. It had been sitting since 2017, but rather than letting it fade away, the current owner has invested significant time and money to bring it back to reliable, roadworthy condition. Today, this Crown Victoria is driven daily to and from work and runs and drives well. Condition-wise, this is a very clean example. The seller notes no rust anywhere on the vehicle, with the exception of a small surface rust spot on the corner of the roof. Nothing structural. Overall, the car presents as a well-kept survivor rather than a neglected project mechanically. A long list of maintenance and replacement items has already been taken care of. Recent work includes a new IAC valve, TPS sensor, EGR, intake manifold gaskets, vacuum hoses, oil change, and 4 new tires. The air conditioning system has been resealed and recharged, and while only the defrost vents are currently working, the AIC blows cold, which is a big plus in Florida. The transmission was replaced by Jasper, adding real peace of mind for the next owner. The car does have a slight misfire, but the seller notes it has improved with regular driving and suspects old fuel as the cause. Importantly, the vehicle remains reliable enough for daily use. One unique feature worth mentioning is a rare factory keyless entry, something you don't often see on Crown Victorias from this period. Power windows are present, though they currently do not operate. As for the sale terms, the owner is primarily looking to trade, especially for other classic vehicles. But they are also open to a cash sale at the listed price. There's no urgency here. The seller genuinely enjoys driving the car and is willing to wait for the right deal. In summary, this 1989 Ford Crown Victoria LX is a low-mileage V8 powered full-size sedan that offers classic American comfort, strong mechanical updates, and everyday usability. Whether you're looking for a nostalgic cruiser, a unique daily driver, or a clean entry into modern-era classics, this Crown Vic delivers a lot of value and a lot of comfort for $6,000. Number 2. The 1982 Chrysler New Yorker, listed at $6,200 and located in the Southampton/Warrington, Pennsylvania area. This New Yorker shows 94,000 original miles, and what really sets it apart is its one-owner history. The car comes with a clean Pennsylvania antique title already in hand and has been garage kept, which clearly shows in its overall condition. According to the seller, this Chrysler is in amazing mechanical shape, starting easily and driving smoothly with zero known issues. Everything works as it should, delivering the soft, floaty ride that made the New Yorker a staple of early 1980s American luxury. It's described as a very smooth car, ideal for relaxed cruising or weekend shows. Condition-wise, both the interior and exterior are extremely clean. The seller notes zero rust, which is a major highlight for a Northeast vehicle of this age. The car also sits on fresh tires, meaning it's ready to be driven and enjoyed without immediate expense. Adding to its collector appeal, the car still includes all original maintenance books, reinforcing how well it was cared for throughout its life. With its classic styling, plush interior, and survival-level condition, this New Yorker stands out as an increasingly hard-to-find example, especially with documented single ownership and an antique title. The asking price is $6,200 or best offer, making this an attractive entry point into classic American luxury for collectors or anyone looking for a smooth-driving, well-preserved vintage sedan. In short, this 1982 Chrysler New Yorker offers originality, comfort, and documentation rarely seen today, all wrapped in a rust-free, one-owner package that's ready to be driven or proudly displayed. Number 3. The 1972 Dodge Dart Custom 4-door, priced at $9,500 and located in Bern, Indiana. This Dart shows just 43,304 actual miles, and it's powered by the legendary 225 cubic inch slant 6 engine, paired with a 3-on-the-tree manual transmission. Known for reliability and simplicity, this drivetrain is a big part why these cars have such a loyal following. According to the owner, the car runs, shifts, and drives great, comfortably cruising at 60 to 65 miles per hour, and even returning up to 20 miles per gallon, which is impressive for a classic from the early 1970s. The car spent almost his entire life in Virginia before being purchased from an estate sale, and the current owner has put about 2,000 miles on it. It's been taken on multiple 1 to 2 hour drives without issue, and has proven itself to be a solid, dependable driver. The only factory option on this Dart is air conditioning, though it is not currently functional, making this otherwise a very bare-bones, old-school sedan, just the way many enthusiasts like it. Condition-wise, the car presents as an excellent driver quality classic. The body is in good overall shape, with the underside, floors, and common Mopar rust areas holding up well. There are a few minor surface rust spots, along with chips and dings consistent with age, but nothing major or alarming. The car has been repainted at some point in its life, and is no longer its original color. The current shade, affectionately called olive green, cleans up nicely and gets plenty of attention at shows, even if the paint is not perfect. The interior is in good condition for its age, with the main flaw being the driver's side bench seat, when material is pulling away. The headliner, carpet rear seat, and most other interior components remain in solid shape. All gauges work, with the exception of the fuel gauge, which can read a bit low at times. During ownership, the seller has replaced and serviced numerous items, including spark plugs, belts, starter, alternator belt, fuel pump, drive shaft U-joints, fluids, vacuum lines, and even a NOS Holley 1920 carburetor. The car starts reliably, even in cold weather, though the choke could use some attention for smoother cold starts. Oil leaks are minimal, with only a small seep noted at the transmission output area, and the car does not burn oil. Visually, the Dart sits with a lowered stance, thanks to rear lowering blocks and adjusted front torsion bars, giving it a great look while still driving well. It retains its original hubcaps, adding to the classic charm. This Dodge Dart has been used for car shows, cars and coffee events, and even as an occasional daily driver. The owner admits it's been a joy to own and may be hard to let go. The car has a clean Indiana title, and the seller is asking $9,500 or best offer, with a preference to deal in person with serious buyers. Overall, this 1972 Dodge Dart Custom is a character-filled, mechanically sorted classic that's ready to be driven, enjoyed, and appreciated. An honest old Mopar that delivers simplicity, charm, and real-world usability. Number 4. The 1975 Ford Mustang Mach 1 Coupe listed at $11,500 and located in Rocky Mount, Virginia. If you're viewing the ad, it's still available and it's being listed for a friend, not a dealership car. This Mustang shows 113,302 miles and is backed by an automatic transmission. But don't let the numbers fool you. This is far from a stock Mustang II. Under the hood sits a built 302 V8, upgraded with aluminum heads, performance headers, and a 4-barrel carburetor. Power is sent through an automatic transmission with a stall converter, and out back you get a posy rear end, making this car quick, aggressive, and highly responsive. According to the seller, this Mach 1 is fast, and not for beginners. It's described as an absolute blast of drive, with plenty of power on tap. This is the kind of car that puts a grin on your face every time you hit the throttle, and it delivered performance well beyond what most people expect from a mid-70s Mustang. Simply put, it's built to be driven and enjoyed. Inside, the car remains exactly how it left the factory in 1975, which is a refreshing touch for a performance-built classic. The original interior has been preserved, right down to the dash clock, still frozen at 302, a small but charming reminder of its untouched originality. The cabin gives you that true 1970s Mustang feel, blending nostalgia with raw V8 performance. On the exterior, the car presents as a solid driver-quality classic. The paint does show a few bubbles here and there, but nothing unusual for a car this age. Overall, it's described as a solid vehicle, not a patched-together project. Importantly, this is a true Mach 1, and the seller has the Marty report to back up its authenticity. Something serious Mustang enthusiasts will definitely appreciate. The car comes with a clean title, and the seller is clear. No trades are being considered. At $11,500, it's priced very fairly, especially considering the performance upgrades. In the seller's own words, you couldn't build this car for that price today, let alone buy a genuine Mach 1 with documentation. This 1975 Ford Mustang Mach 1 is an ideal choice for someone who wants a fast, fun, classic American muscle car that won't destroy the budget. It's powerful, documented, full of character, and ready to be enjoyed right now. If you're looking for an affordable V8 classic with real presence and punch, this one checks a lot of boxes.
Here's a video for my friend Bill in San Diego. I'm going to take multiple ones, but here'll be the first one.
Number 5. The 1966 Plymouth Fury 3 convertible, listed at $16,900 and located in Homosassa, Florida. This is a kind of classic that's getting harder and harder to find, especially in this condition and at this price point. According to the title, this Fury shows just 8,400 original miles, which immediately sets it apart. Whether you're a serious collector or someone looking for a standout weekend cruiser, low-mile, original convertibles like this don't come around often. This car is described as a very clean, highly original example, and it shows in every detail. Under the hood sits a 318 cubic inch V8, paired with a smooth automatic transmission, delivering that relaxed, effortless power Plymouth was known for in the 1960s. The car also features factory air conditioning, a major plus, especially for a Florida convertible. It runs and drives very nicely, making it more than just a showpiece. This is a car you can actually enjoy on the road. The power convertible top works exactly as it should, going up and down smoothly, allowing you to enjoy open-air cruising whenever the weather cooperates. Top down, this Fury has real presence, long lines, classic proportions, and that unmistakable 1960s full-size convertible vibe. Condition-wise, this car really shines. The floors and frame are in very good condition, which is critical on any convertible, especially one from this era. The body is clean and straight, the chrome presents beautifully, and overall the car simply shows very nice. It's described as a good, honest car. Nothing overhyped, nothing hidden, just a solid, well-preserved classic. From an investment standpoint, this Plymouth makes a strong case for itself. The seller confidently states this is one of the nicest Fury 3 convertibles you'll find under $20,000, and given the originality, condition, and mileage claim, that statement carries real weight. Convertible Mopars from the 60s continue to gain appreciation, especially clean, unmolested examples like this one. Whether you're looking to add something special to your collection, enjoy relaxed weekend drives, or park something impressive at your local car show, this 1966 Plymouth Fury 3 convertible checks a lot of boxes. It offers V8 power, open-top cruising, strong originality, and classic American styling, all at a price that still feels accessible in today's market. If you're searching for a standout 60s convertible that blends comfort, style, and value, this Fury deserves a very close look. Number 6. The 1979 Ford Thunderbird, listed at $10,000 and located in Rogersville, Alabama. This generation of Thunderbird is all about comfort, presence, and relaxed V8 cruising, making it a great entry point into classic ownership. This Thunderbird shows approximately 80,000 miles and is equipped with an automatic transmission. The seller notes that it runs and drives good with no problems, which is exactly what you want to hear when shopping for a classic you can enjoy right away instead of just looking at in the garage. Several important items have already been addressed. The car has a new radiator, a new fuel tank, and new tires, taking care of some of the most common maintenance concerns on older vehicles. These updates help ensure reliability and make this Thunderbird more road-ready for daily cruising or weekend drives. Condition-wise, the car remains solid. There is mention of slight surface rust on the lower rear quarter panels behind the tires, which is typical for vehicles of this era. However, it's clearly stated that the car is still solid, suggesting this is cosmetic rather than structural, an important distinction for buyers evaluating long-term usability or future restoration potential. Styling is where these late 70s Thunderbirds really shine. Long hood, squared-off lines, and a wide stance give this car a commanding presence on the road. Inside, these cars were known for their plush ride and quiet, smooth cruising characteristics, making them ideal for classic road trips and relaxed driving. With an asking price of $10,000 or best offer, this Thunderbird sits in an attractive spot in today's market. It offers classic style, proven drivability, and recent maintenance at a price that's still approachable for new collectors or anyone looking for a comfortable cruiser from the era. If you're searching for a solid running and driving late 70s classic with unmistakable American style and a smooth ride, this 1979 Ford Thunderbird in Rogersville is well worth considering. Number 7. The 1975 Chrysler Imperial LeBaron Crown Coupe, listed at $10,000 and located in Jasper, Indiana. This is not just another classic luxury car. This is a significant piece of Chrysler's legacy, as 1975 marked the final year of the full-size, big-body Imperial. What makes this example especially special is its rarity. In 1975, only 1,642 Imperials were produced with the Crown Coupe package, making this car far less common than many other luxury classics from the era. If you're the type of collector who values uniqueness and presence, this Imperial definitely checks those boxes. This Crown Coupe shows 76,372 miles and is paired with an automatic transmission, delivering the smooth, relaxed driving experience these cars were known for. The seller notes that they've driven the car approximately 3,000 miles during their ownership, which tells us this Imperial hasn't just been sitting. It's been exercised and enjoyed, though not as often as intended. The reason for selling is simple and honest. The car doesn't get driven enough, and at nearly 19 feet long, it takes up a lot of driveway and garage space. Rather than letting it sit, the owner wants it to go to someone who will use it, enjoy it, and show it off, which is exactly what cars like this were built for. Is it a perfect concours-level example? No, and the seller is very upfront about that. But perfection isn't the point here. This Imperial gets a lot of attention at car shows, and while cruising, thanks to its sheer size, bold 70s styling, and unmistakable luxury presence. Few cars on the road today make a statement quite like a full-size Imperial Crown Coupe. From the long hood and massive doors to the formal roofline and upscale trim, this car embodies a time when American luxury meant comfort, space, and authority on the road. Behind the wheel, you're not rushing anywhere, you're gliding. The price is listed at $10,000 or best offer, which places this Imperial in a very approachable range considering its rarity, historical importance, and presence. You'd be hard-pressed to find another full-size luxury coupe from this era that turns as many heads for the money. If you're looking for a rare, conversation-starting classic that represents the final chapter of Chrysler's big-body luxury era, this 1975 Chrysler Imperial LeBaron Crown Coupe in Jasper, Indiana, is absolutely worth a serious look. Number 8. The 1976 Lincoln Continental Mark IV, offered at $11,500 and located in North Beach, Maryland. This is the kind of car that defines an era when luxury meant size, comfort, and unmistakable road presence. This Mark IV shows 66,000 miles and is paired with an automatic transmission, delivering the smooth, effortless cruising experience these Lincolns were famous for. According to the seller, everything on this car remains original, from the interior to the drivetrain, with no cosmetic replacements or modern alterations. That level of originality is becoming harder and harder to find, especially in preserved luxury coupes like this. The car was garage kept its entire life until the last 2 months, which goes a long way toward explaining its condition today. Mechanically, it's described as sound and reliable, with no issues whatsoever. Just turn the key and go. The seller notes that it starts every time and has proven to be a dependable classic, not just a showpiece that's afraid to leave the driveway. Visually, the Mark IV speaks for itself. The long hood, formal roofline, and bold personal luxury styling are hallmarks of Lincoln's mid-70s design language. These cars were built to be quiet, confident, and commanding, perfect for long highway drives or relaxed weekend cruising. As for flexibility, the seller is open to trades, specifically for vans or van builds, and possibly other reliable cars or trucks. Boats, motorcycles, and other classic cars are not of interest, keeping the focus on practicality or unique utility trades. At $11,500, this 1976 Lincoln Continental Mark IV represents solid value for someone looking for an original, low-mileage luxury classic that hasn't been over-restored or modified. It's the kind of car you can drive, enjoy, and preserve at the same time. If you've been searching for a true survivor Mark IV with its originality intact and the road manners to match, this Lincoln in North Beach, Maryland, deserves a very serious look. Number 9. The 1973 Mercury Montego MX Brougham, offered at $12,500 and located in Orange, New Jersey. This is not a car you see every day, and that rarity alone gives it a presence wherever it goes. This Montego shows just 57,000 original miles and remains 100% stock, with no modifications and mostly original paint, which is becoming increasingly difficult to find on full-size classics from this era. It's the kind of survivor that appeals to collectors who appreciate originality rather than over-restored or heavily customized builds. Under the hood sits the dependable 351 Windsor V8, paired with an automatic transmission, power steering, and power brakes, making this Mercury an easy and comfortable car to drive. It starts, runs, and cruises smoothly, exactly what you'd expect from a well-kept mid-size luxury car from Mercury's golden years. The car is also equipped with air conditioning. While the seller notes it hasn't been recently charged, everything else on the vehicle is reported to be in working order. On the road, this Montego MX Brougham really shines as a relaxed cruiser. It's not trying to be a muscle car. It's built for comfort, style, and smooth highway miles. The ride is soft, stable, and confidence-inspiring, making it perfect for Sunday drives, classic car meets, or simply enjoying a different era of American motoring. Styling is where this car truly separates itself from the crowd. The Brougham trim gives it upscale touches that set it apart from plainer sedans of the time, while the long body lines, formal roof, and subtle chrome accents deliver that unmistakable early 70s presence. According to the seller, it draws a lot of attention and compliments, largely because so few of these are left in original condition. At $12,500, this 1973 Mercury Montego MX Brougham represents a very appealing entry into the classic car world, especially for someone who wants something unique, original, and easy to enjoy without constantly fighting projects or unfinished repairs. If you're looking for a classic that stands out precisely because it hasn't been altered, and you want a smooth, eye-catching cruiser with low miles and real character, this Montego in Orange, New Jersey is absolutely worth checking out. Number 10. The 1974 Chevrolet Corvette convertible, offered at $17,500 and located in Binghamton, New York. This is classic C3 Corvette styling at its best. Long hood, sculpted fenders, and that unmistakable low-slung stance that defined performance cars of the 1970s. Under the hood sits the desirable L82 350 cubic inch V8, a stronger performing small block option that delivers solid power, classic Corvette sound, and an engaging driving experience. Paired with power steering and power brakes, this Corvette strikes a nice balance between performance and comfort, making it enjoyable whether you're cruising back roads or heading to a weekend car show. This car comes with both a convertible soft top and an optional removable hardtop, giving you the best of both worlds. Drop the top for sunny day cruising or install the hardtop for cleaner lines and cooler weather driving, an option that adds both versatility and value. The interior has seen some key updates that matter. It features newer upholstery and carpets, helping the cabin feel clean, comfortable, and presentable without losing its classic character. The tilt and telescopic steering wheel has been professionally refurbished, a detail often overlooked but important for both comfort and originality. Power windows add an extra touch of convenience, reinforcing the Corvette's status as a true sports car that still delivers everyday usability. Visually, the 1974 model year represents a transitional moment for the Corvette, combining chrome bumper heritage with evolving safety and comfort features. It still retains the aggressive C3 shape enthusiasts love, while offering a more refined driving experience compared to earlier models. This Corvette is well suited for several types of buyers. It's a great option for someone looking to step into classic Corvette ownership at a reasonable price, for a collector who wants a clean driver rather than a six-figure show car, or for an enthusiast who simply wants a timeless convertible that turns heads everywhere it goes. At $17,500, this 1974 Corvette convertible offers strong value in today's market, especially considering the L82 engine, power options, refreshed interior components, and included hardtop. It's not tried to be a museum piece. It's a classic meant to be driven, enjoyed, and shared. If you're looking for an authentic Corvette experience with iconic styling, proven V8 performance, and open-top fun, this C3 Corvette in Binghamton, New York, deserves a serious look. Number 11. The 1975 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme S Coupe, offered at just $6,500 cash and currently located in Bunnell, Corona, Florida. For fans of classic GMA body cars, the Cutlass Supreme remains one of the most recognizable, comfortable, and stylish cruisers of its era. This coupe is powered by the legendary 350 cubic inch Oldsmobile Rocket V8, an engine known for its smooth torque and durability. Paired with a rebuilt automatic transmission, this Cutlass runs and drives, making it a solid foundation for someone looking for an affordable classic that can be enjoyed now and improved over time. With 122,643 miles on the odometer, this car is described honestly. It does need some work, but it's far from a lost cause. That transparency makes this an appealing entry-level classic for enthusiasts who want a project they can drive while they restore, rather than a car that sits unfinished in a garage. Originally an Oklahoma car, it comes with an Oklahoma title, which often suggests a life away from harsh road salt, something classic buyers always appreciate. The Cutlass Supreme Coupe body style delivers long doors, clean roof lines, and that unmistakable 1970s GM presence that looks just right at car meets, cruise nights, or relaxed weekend drives. This is not positioned as a show car or fully restored example. Instead, it's a budget-friendly classic with a strong drivetrain, solid bones, and plenty of potential. Whether your goal is a mild resto, a comfortable cruiser, or a period-correct build, the Cutlass Supreme offers excellent parts availability and a huge aftermarket. The seller is clear about terms. $6,500 cash only, no tire kickers, and calls only, no texting. Serious buyers who appreciate classic Oldsmobile style and aren't afraid of a little hands-on work will find a lot to like here. If you've been searching for an affordable V8 powered classic with unmistakable 1970 styling and real driving potential, this 1975 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme S Coupe in Bunnell, Florida, is a solid opportunity worth checking out in person. Number 12. The 1964 Chevrolet Impala, an absolute legend in the world of full-size classics. This example is listed at $15,000 and is located in Odin, Illinois, offering a strong foundation for anyone looking to own and build a true American classic. Under the hood, this Impala is powered by a 327 cubic inch V8, paired with a 3-speed manual transmission with a floor shifter, a combination that delivers an engaging, old-school driving experience you just don't get from automatics. The car is described as running, making it a solid candidate for driving while restoring or upgrading at your own pace. The odometer shows 33,456 miles, and while mileage on classics should always be taken as exempt or approximate, it still adds to the appeal of this well-preserved Impala. The seller is upfront and honest. This is not a perfect car, but has great bones, which is exactly what serious enthusiasts want to hear. Inside, the car has already seen some attention. The front bucket seats and rear seats feature new upholstery, giving the interior a fresh, clean look and saving the next owner significant time and expense. This is especially valuable on a car of this size, where interior restoration can quickly add up. From a mechanical standpoint, the Impala has had important safety-related work completed. The brakes are new, and the system has been gone through with a new brake booster, meaning this big Chevy stops as confidently as it should. The lights are fully functional, and the rear has been rewired for LED taillights and brake lights, improving visibility and reliability while still maintaining a classic appearance. As with most cars of this era, there is some rust, but the seller notes that it's not excessive, making this a realistic and manageable project rather than a full metal nightmare. That balance, solid structure with honest flaws, is what makes this Impala appealing as a build platform. This car will make an excellent project, whether your vision is a period-correct restoration, a mild cruiser, or even a tasteful rest-a-mod. Few cars have the presence, aftermarket support, and cultural impact of a '64 Impala, and values continue to remain strong. The seller is open to $15,000 or a possible trade, and encourages interested buyers to reach out with questions. For someone looking to get into a classic full-size Chevy with a V8, a manual transmission, and real potential, this 1964 Chevrolet Impala in Odin, Illinois is absolutely worth a closer look. Number 13. The 11991 Cadillac Brougham Sedan, listed at only $3,000 and located in Canton, Georgia. If you're looking for classic Cadillac presence without classic Cadillac pricing, this one definitely deserves a look. This Brougham shows 185,000 miles on the body, but the important mechanical components have already been addressed. Under the hood sits a Jasper-built 305 V8 with approximately 80,000 and 90,000 miles, giving the car a much younger heart than the odometer suggests. Even better, the automatic transmission has only around 10,000 miles, which is a huge plus and saves a significant amount of future expense. The seller describes the car as a project, but a running and driving project, which is the best place to start. Mechanically, it runs well, making it something you can improve over time rather than something that's completely down and out. Cosmetically and inside is where the work begins. The car is missing the headliner and some interior trim pieces, so the cabin will need attention to bring it back to proper Cadillac luxury. The dash and radio work intermittently, pointing to likely wiring or age-related electrical issues typical of early 90s GM vehicles. There are also a few straightforward repair needs to note. The car needs a muffler, a windshield replacement, and a trunk motor, all fairly common and manageable items on a project at this price point. None of these issues are unusual for a 30-plus-year-old sedan, especially one with higher miles on the chassis. From a value standpoint, this Brougham offers a lot. These cars are known for their smooth ride, body-on-frame construction, and classic rear-wheel drive layout, and clean examples are steadily rising in value. At $3,000, this one leaves plenty of room in the budget for interior restoration and finishing touches, while still coming out ahead. For someone who wants a classic Cadillac cruiser, a donk or slab-style build, or simply a comfortable old-school daily with character, this 1991 Cadillac Brougham in Canton, Georgia is an affordable entry point with solid mechanical bones already in place. Number 14. The 1980 Buick Century Custom Sedan, listed at only $1,500 OBO and currently located in Fairfax, South Carolina. This is not a polished cruiser, but for the right buyer, it could be an affordable gateway into classic ownership or a solid donor for a hands-on restoration. This Century shows around 200,000 miles, and that history is reflected in its condition. The good news is that the car still runs, which is always a strong starting point at this price level. It's equipped with an automatic transmission and retains a clean title, an important factor when dealing with inexpensive project cars. The seller is upfront and realistic. This car needs a lot of work. It's being sold as a project, not a turnkey driver. According to the listing, there is a parts list available, and the seller is willing to share that with serious buyers. That alone could be extremely helpful, giving you a clearer picture of the time, cost, and effort required to get the car back on the road properly. From a styling standpoint, the 1980 Buick Century Custom represents a transition era between classic 70s American sedans and the more downsized 80s designs. These cars are simple, body-on-frame, and mechanically straightforward, making them relatively approachable for DIY enthusiasts, first-time restorers, or anyone looking for a budget cruiser to wrench on. At $1,500, expectations should be realistic. This isn't about perfection. It's about potential. Whether you're looking for a project to learn on, a cheap classic to build into something unique, or even a parts or donor car with paperwork already in place, this Buick checks the right boxes. If you're the kind of buyer who enjoys bringing forgotten cars back to life, and you understand that sweat equity is part of the deal, this 1980 Buick Century Custom in Fairfax, South Carolina could be a low-risk entry into classic car ownership, with room left in the budget to make it your own. Number 15, the 1968 Chevrolet Suburban, priced at $4,500, and located in Dandridge, Tennessee, just off exit 417. If you're into vintage haulers with real character and project potential, this one definitely stands out. This is a 3-door Suburban, which already puts it into a special category. These full-size utility vehicles were built to work hard, and finding one today, especially with so many desirable mechanical upgrades already done, is getting harder every year. While the odometer shows 9,999 miles, this should be viewed as unknown mileage, which is common for vehicles of this era. Under the hood, the heavy lifting has already been handled. This Suburban is powered by a rebuilt 400 small block Chevy, paired with a TH400 automatic transmission, a strong and reliable drivetrain combo that's well respected for both street and utility use. It's also been upgraded with power steering and front disc brakes, making it far more comfortable and confidence-inspiring to drive than a stock setup. Visually, the truck still wears its original paint and natural patina, giving it that authentic survivor look that many builders try to recreate today. It's been converted to a 5-lug setup and sits on truck rally wheels, adding to its classic stance. Importantly, the dash is intact and uncut, which is a big plus for restoration or Restomod fans. The seller is also including several brand new parts, still in the box. These include a tilt automatic steering column, a new power brake booster, and master cylinder, and a new radiator, all valuable components that will save the next owner both time and money. All the glass on the truck is reported to be in good condition, and it currently has a front bench seat installed. Now, to be fully transparent, this is a project vehicle. The Suburban will need rocker panels, floor patches, and some lower body panel work. This is unusual for a 1968 truck, and the seller is upfront about the needed repairs. It's being sold with a bill of sale, so buyers should be sure they're comfortable with their local registration requirements. The pricing is flexible. For $1,500 takes everything, or $4,000 without the new parts. The seller is not interested in trades and prefers calls or texts from serious buyers. Overall, this 1968 Chevrolet Suburban offers a solid foundation, a strong drivetrain, rare body style, and great patina, making it an excellent candidate for a restoration, a period-correct build, or even an overland-style classic cruiser. For the right enthusiast, this could turn into a truly standout vintage Chevy with plenty of room to haul family, gear, or just attention at every stop.